Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Joe Sung, recording for the video response for SD5102. So the divine attribute I'm going to talk about that I feel most uncomfortable with is God's glory or His majesty. By glory, I mean the fullness of who God is, His holiness, His goodness, justice, mercy, faithfulness, authority, power, and beauty all together. I'm not uncomfortable because God's glory is bad. I feel uncomfortable because God's glory exposes something inside of me. Um, a lot of times, I want God to make Himself completely obvious. I want Him to remove uncertainty, answer every questions, and prove Himself in a way that makes faith easy. So when I think about that honestly, I realize part of me is not just asking for faith; it's, it is actually asking for control. Um, this connect with the creator distinction. God is a creator, and I'm the creator, a creature. I do not get to control how God reveal Himself. God is not someone I can manage or define or reduce to what I feel useful for me. If God simply overwhelmed everyone with his visible glory and power, people would still misunderstand him because we seek for a relationship. We might respond to the power without truly knowing his character. We might want the benefit of God, his, the security, answer, protection, and certainty he provides without actually wanting God himself or be like him. That is what makes me uncomfortable. I can easily want the gifts more than the gifter. The story that helped me the most is Exodus 33 and 34, when Moshe asked God, please show me your glory. God does reveal himself, but not in a way that Moses can fully control or fully grasp. Moses cannot see God's face and live, but God did reveal his name and his character. He showed that he is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness, forgiving sins, and also his just. That is very important because God's glory is not just the raw power. God's glory is the faithfulness and harmony of all his attributes. This connect with the divine simplicity. God is not just made of separate parts, like if his power is one piece, his mercy is another piece, and his justice is just another piece. Because God is Echad, he's one, he's a unity. So when we say God's attributes exist in harmony, we do not mean that they are separate entities, right? Like puzzle pieces. We mean that God is perfectly undivided. Everything God does expresses the fullness of who He is. Uh, for example, God's justice is never separated from His love. His mercy is never separated from His holiness. His power is always good power. His faithfulness is always righteous faithfulness. So um, God does not act with one attribute at a time. He acts at that one unified, one Ahad God. He eternal is. Um, this also connect with the divine incomprehensibility, right? So God is truly knowable because He revealed Himself, but He's not exhaustively not knowable. There are revealed things that belongs to us, and there are secret things that belongs to the Lord. Because faith is not believing without revelation. Faith means receiving the revelation from God that He actually given to us, and trusting Him with what He has not been revealed. So that is difficult for me because I often want more than what has been already revealed. I want the secret things too. I want God to explain himself on my terms. I want his glory to be manageable, understandable, and useful to me. But God's glory will not let me reduce him to the parts I prefer. Um, I will not let, he will not let me turn God into someone who only removes my doubt, solve my problem, or fit into my plans. Um, God reveals himself as truly who he is: majestic, holy, merciful, faithful, just, good, and worthy. So for me, again, God's glory and majesty is uncomfortable because it confronts my desire to control, specifically control God. What it um, but it also invite me to into worship. I do not need a God I can manage. I need a true God I can trust, I can rely on. If God is truly gracious and glorious, then my proper response is not to control him, but to glorify him and enjoy him as a God who is truly worthy. Thank you. How do